John chapter 3, verse 16. Let's read. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. The question is, though, for which world did God send his Son? Because you see, God created two worlds, two manner of people. World means nature. You see, in Romans chapter 9, verse 13, it is written, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. It's not talking about two individual flesh people. Jacob symbolizes the spiritual man or the spiritual mind. Esau represents the carnal man, the carnal mind, you see? That is why he is a hunter in the field, in the physical world. While the scriptures clearly tell you that Jacob was a smooth man, meaning he wasn't roughened up by working and slave laboring and doing hard labor in the physical world. Why? Because he actually listens to God when God tells him that he should labor within, in the kingdom of heaven, in the mind. You see? He's not roughened up. He is a plain man dwelling in his tent, dwelling in his body, a plain man. It doesn't just mean simple, it means somebody who practices equity on a plain level. He doesn't practice iniquity like the carnal man does, like the Esau's of this world do. They practice selfishness, selfish getting and acquiring. That, by the way, is the name of Cain. You know the guy who killed Abel? The carnal mind killed Abel, killed the spiritual mind. You see? Isn't it written that Satan was a murderer and a liar from the beginning? Satan is the carnal mind. Cain represents him, symbolizes him. Doesn't the carnal mind accuse you day and night before God, before I am? Doesn't he accuse you with, I am stupid, I'm powerless, I'm worthless, I'm meaningless? Those are his accusations. Isn't that what the carnal mind does? God hates Esau. God hates, rejects the carnal man whose nature, whose name, because name means nature, because his nature is selfish getting and acquiring. His nature is Cain. His nature is selfishness. His nature, his being is iniquity. Iniquity, selfishness, unbalanced scales, that is his being. He only cares about fleshly things, things of outward appearance. You see, he only cares, or he only perceives everything through the lens of outward appearance. Superficial. You see? 1 Samuel chapter 16, verse 7. God judges the heart and the reins of a man. His nature, his being. But man, the carnal man, judges outward appearance, which is how the carnal mind judges. The carnal mind has its physical manifestation in your body, in the form of your brain and your nervous system, your central nervous system. Doesn't your central nervous system, to which your five senses are connected, perceive everything superficially, judgment based in outward appearance? Your fleshly eyes can only see skin deep. Your fleshly ears can only hear something that doesn't tell you anything about the nature or the heart of a man. Do you see the two manner of judgment? One is superficial, one is spiritual, internal. It's about the nature and the being. Do you now see why God loves Jacob, the spiritually minded man, and hates the carnal man who is superficial as hell, carnally minded? only thinks about outward appearance. You see, God didn't send his son to you, carnal man. He didn't. He didn't send him to your world, to your nature, to your selfish being. Do you think he would send his son to iniquitous people? To people who practice iniquity, the opposite of love, which is God? He only sent his son, which is his loving nature, to spiritually minded people, only to the Jacobs. Okay, not to the Esau's, not to you, carnal man. From the book of Isaiah, chapter 45, verse 17. But Israel, which is Jacob, it's just his new name, shall be saved in the Lord, with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end. Because a spiritually minded man, his spiritual mind is endless. Love is endless. Your fake love, carnal man, Esau, it's not endless. Love suffers all things and endures all things, 1 Corinthians chapter 13. Carnally minded people cannot do that because they are selfish. They only care about themselves. They only care about outward appearance and selfish gain. Greed. That is his nature. God hates people like that. He rejects them. If somebody is like that, you are rejected. If you are spiritually minded and your mind is rooted in love, God accepts you, you see? And that is the world, that is the nature. The loving nature is where God sent his son, his loving nature to, and not somebody or people who are selfish and hateful.